Hello everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wrong Ace Attorney Trilogy. Last time we basically had a fight with Miss April May, and she was getting really mad at us, okay? She didn't even let us see what's in her drawer. But then, she wasn't there, and we basically stole her wiretap. So, let's begin. That really did hurt my ears. Please do not do that anymore. It hurts my ears. I beg you guys. I mean, yeah, guys, because, I don't know. Court is now in session for a trial of Miss Maya Fey. Yeah, no. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth, I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Yeah, that's your second case. He's already facing Edgeworth's second case. Nice. Boy! Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of the murder. Very well, sir. Why is someone messaging me? How dare you call me while I'm recording, you piece of shit, you dumb bitch. Go commit die. Yeah, that's what I sent him. He said no you. That's my whole career is over. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood after being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. I'm dying. Now, detective. Yes, sir! You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir, I had a hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Well, I did. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected that Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Yay! Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Who did you say you're gonna call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who? The call was from a customer at the Gateway Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed, not sure I did much though. Alright, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto in this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us, who the 2 people you found... Tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix. Miss Phoenix Wright. Oh, my whole career is over. Okay, let's go. Hold it. Bull. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Don't play dumb. Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far with your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. You have to stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. What is that? What's your reason? Everyone's describing her. Okay. Hold it. The music stopped. That means I did something. The music stopped. That means I did something. So yeah, let's count. There's a win. Yeah. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about the suspicious woman in pink? In pink's claim was hard evidence. What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than their claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Witness testimony. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood from the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Okay, that's enough. Oh, you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin a cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Your Honor, sir? What? Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay, so what was it? Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Yeah! I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Okay, it's normal. On the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Blood was the victim. There was blood from the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Okay, so we're just gonna press him on everything, I guess. Press. Hold it, boy. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Hold it, my boy. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? I did. I didn't want to click this. Okay, the killer. The killer! Anyone can see that? You're saying the killer with her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed! I hate you, Edgeworth. I just hate you. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Ha! I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Okay then. Who? Those without the evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Ugh. Well, detective, tell us, what was written on that memo you found? On it, the word Maya was written clearly. Let me just check the evidence. So, okay. Single movement was trauma, death was instantaneous. What the time? 9 p.m. Okay, this won't be used here, I guess. Broken remains of a glass license, broken beyond all recognition. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. Found in Miss May's hotel room. An apartment store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. The murder scene, the Fay and Cola offices. Okay. Lab touches of the blood was the victims. There was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Think. That's his whole testimony. You gotta think. My boy. Wait a second. The victim wrote the killer's name, and the death was instantaneous. No. That's not true. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim Maya, mayonnaise. Mia. You say that the victim Mia Fey wrote this note. She was accusing the defendant Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But okay, stop butting, bitch. No, oh, that's what I said. That's what. No butting your way out of this one, detective. Fuck! I did the wrong voice! No! My whole career is over! My whole career is over! No! I did the wrong voice for Phoenix! No, fuck you, dude. Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. This guy objects. He's like, what do you mean? She literally farted on it and it became a thing. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. Because that's when I first saw it, I think. No? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being...
Disc.
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received those results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Oh, this guy, stop freaking... I see. Damn you, Edgeworth! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Oh God, so cocky! Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you wanted to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood, the court accepts the evidence. Okay. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that is the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Why am I recording this? I don't know, I just like this game. Oh God. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service! Wink. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th? 5th? How do you pronounce that? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Teehee. I checked it right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay and Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Oh my God. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony. Okay, if you see this girl and she tells you she's right about something, she's freaking lying. Like, boy. She's lying. I don't even need to listen to her testimony. I already know she will lie. Dude, come on. It was like 9 at night. I look out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she got up to her and she hit her. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Then the woman with long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. I hate this girl. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see any to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination, dude? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques as well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I'm doing it, boy. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, my boy. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Yeah, I guess. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination. Let's see. Okay, let's press her on that. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? I did the wrong voice. Okay, now I will cut that out myself. Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I said, wink. Had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder? Yeah, go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at the time of night. Ooh! He's objecting. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl. Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then... I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Yeah, that's her voice. That's her voice now. I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Yeah, that is the best. Ow, ouch, dude, my throat hurts. Her voice, no, that's her voice now. I don't care about my throat. Okay. I thought it was the mousy girl sitting in it. Are you sure, boy? I mean, gal. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Did I pronounce women correctly? Please tell me. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks. What? Okay, no. Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth that you really see the defendant? No, you didn't, my girl. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Faye, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Ooh, we got her. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert in fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Hairdo, I think. I'm sorry for pronouncing everything wrong. The testimony is bogus. But... So we don't know if she was dressed that way that night of the murder. Wait, did I say that night? Was it the night? I would pretty much edit everything. I would pretty much edit every mistake that I made out. And please do it, editor. I challenge you. I don't know, make the video funnier and cut out my mistakes, please. I beg you. I beg you. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say at me, lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran after the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statuary clock, the thinker, I think. Okay. How did you know it was a clock, my girl? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee-hee. I see. I usually been solitary from the beginning. Yeah, fuck you. Please begin the cross-examination. Yeah. Witness's account. Just gonna press a clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. I'm gonna present the clock because I'm sure she didn't know. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. I'm just gonna do something real quick. Just ignore what I'm gonna do. Revealing?
You'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And they got arrested, right? He was found guilty of murder! Ooh. I like that, my boy. I like that. Boy. Order, order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Wait, cat, where are you? Kitty Kit Kat Cat. Kitty Kit Kat Cat, please don't try to play with my microphone. Yeah? Yeah, you good? You good, Kitty Kit Kat Cat?
Don't play with my toilet paper!
My cat is playing with my toilet paper. Bad, Kitty Kit Kat Cat. Come on, Kitty Kit Kat Cat. Oh my god. Kitty Kit Kat Cat. I guess it's it. Kitty Kit Kat Cat. Yeah. Please stop. Okay, you stopped playing with my paper. Anyway, he objected. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once, but okay. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stop me, the trial will be over.
Huh? What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Faye & Co.
No!
Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Faye & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... I think she put the papers in it. It couldn't have wrong, my boy. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. She took the clockwork out. She put the papers in. That's right. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Oh yeah, my boy. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh! Say anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is, as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have wrong. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk! Yes! Tisk, my boy. Tisk, motherfucker. Tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. What? That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Yes, I can! I can, with this. Yes, I knew it. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. The beep. So you just want me to hold on to the finger for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Okay. Beep. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What so was it again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That wouldn't make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? I mean, yeah, of course. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. What? How? What? Oh, take that, my boy. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in the stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? What the fuck? Guess she's mad. Whoa! No. This is not a horror game, okay? This wasn't supposed to be a horror game. What's it to your pocket right hand? A stupid clock doesn't matter, okay?
Stop it! Die!
Was that good voice acting? Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Wait!
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor, allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. Okay, but if you held it, that wouldn't trigger it because the clockwork was out. So you couldn't have known that it was a clock because you held it. So I'm gonna get that question out. So you had heard about it. Yeah, I guess, whatever. The witness never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. Oh boy! She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap! Right? Right? I guess. Nothing can prove it, so yeah. Take that! Have a look at this. I found this in I found this in Miss May's room. Okay. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May? You were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Oh, he objected. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in a position of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping your phone? Absolutely! Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not! Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the cell phone, I guess? Yeah. Hold on, I'm eating cookies. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Beep 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 beep. I'm just gonna eat my cookie while this goes on. Come on, my boy. Hold on, I'm eating cookies. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Stop objecting my objections. Stop objecting my take that's. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness' face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that, you liar?
Well then. It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, something bad, girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it! The court's seen the real Miss April May now! Now to deal with the final blow. I'm so fucking bad at reading. You did it, didn't you? Miss May? What is it, you little strip dog? You killed her. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. No. There was a guy. It was the guy who killed her. Yeah. No, that's not what I meant. What? How can you possibly say that? Are you mad? All I did was a little wiretapping. Oops. So you admit that you tapped her. So you admit that you tapped her phone? But wait! I didn't do anything bad like murder. I'm a good girl. Really? Can you prove it? No way she can prove it. No way I can prove she killed her though. So yeah. You think you're so smart, Mr. Lawyer? But I can prove it, and I will! You can't be serious, no way! Wait, I say, wait! Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee but cold. cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Did I just do like an April May voice with a bit of Phoenix Wright? Like, iced coffee? I don't know what that was. Don't ask me. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. A wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. I guess. What now? No. It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, commit the murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way you can win this unless a time is made to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy. Come on, my boy. Yeah. Yeah. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. The cookie is trying to kill me. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. He's objecting. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason, dude? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And you thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I accept the condition. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Ah, shit. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He suddenly does look like a bellboy. I'm a bellboy! Hello, I'm a baby! I'm a baby. What? Hello, I'm a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That T-set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from her guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Okay. Okay. Ugh. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder now, Maya will be finished. Miss May's room service. Okay, that's, I believe that. 8 in the evening from our guest. Yeah, sure, let's hold it. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard their voice. And then I saw them and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? But he bit his tongue, I think. He bit his tongue, dude. So, of course, I don't know what's... Okay. How can he be so sure? He had to watch, you idiot. Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, I like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Before I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? To hide her crime! I mean, to hide her crime. I mean, yeah. She wanted to... She didn't kill anyone, but... She just wants to prove that she didn't actually kill him. Her. For some reason. Yeah, I guess. Okay, that is the last thing. Let's press on it. I'll press everything to get enough information. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Whoa! Oh, look, he's sweating. He's always sweating. Like. Well, when I brought the room service, sir, see the guests, sir, favorite with embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor. Oh, demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bulby to remember her. It's no good, there's nothing here. Is that it? Oh, this guy's like tisked. Oh. Tisk, my boy. Tisk is gay, Edgeworth. You're gay, Edgeworth. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest! Wait, please wait! Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question, let me ask one last question. Why are you objecting? No, don't object. Don't. Don't do it. Please, no. Boy. Stop. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my... Oh my god, Cat, what have you done? This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? I'll go from the top, I guess. Yeah. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright, very well, sir. My first thought that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. Well, what was a disappointment? I see. Excuse me, what exactly was the disappointment? Objection? Well, I am not good about charm, sir, but even I'd have a little chance of her love at that. Objection? What did he say? Objection? Edgeworth, will you object? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? He's gonna object. I knew it. He's gonna object. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try, my boy. It's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... What? What? He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! I guess he's mad. I've done it! I've won! What? Is that it? Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just led another person... We have just led another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the bad boy. The other person was Miss April May. Yeah, the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May! That was easy to guess, actually, so why would you oof at that? Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other men from this court. Why are you oofing at everything, Edgeworth? Absurd. Amateur! These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! Court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Ooh, I got you. September 7th. Okay. Mr. Wright! You're amazing in there! Really? Yes! I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. And again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I get a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard that they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. counting on you! A. I ask for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one point that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Why did I need that? I don't know how much good this will do to me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued.